The Lakers are blackballing Quincy Olivari. The Lakers only care about Bronny James. Well, looks like Quincy isn't going to make the Lakers team. He's on that Exhibit 10 contract. He has to get some type of a deal before the regular season starts in another week. If not, the Lakers risk losing him. There's teams out there that are looking at Quincy like, you know what? We could do something with the young fella. His game kind of reminds me of a Tyrese Maxey. Similar build, aggressiveness, can press you up full court no matter what. He has great athleticism, great stamina. Believe he did a lot of cross-country type of work back in the day when he was a kid. So that right there shows you that he has that intensity. He has the energy to keep up on both ends of the court. But I thought he would get some playing time versus the Warriors. But instead, they decided to play the starters out a lot. I know they're trying to get in their groove with J.J. Redick. I get it. But you know what you're going to get from LeBron, AD, Rui, Austin Reeves. You know the starters and the reserves. You know what they're going to bring. But you got to play the young man, Quincy Olivari. The Lakers right now, their main priority is building up Bronny James. I think that's all they care about at the moment. They want to make LeBron James happy, and by making LeBron James happy, that means you're going to give Bronny James as much playing time as possible. Even though he played 9 minutes, that's 9 more minutes than Quincy, to where Quincy's already on that next level. He's an NBA-ready player, but he just needs more playing time, and most importantly, he's going to need that contract. So if you're the Lakers, you're dropping the ball right now. You can't afford to lose a talent like Quincy. Again, I know it's a small sample size. I get that. I'm not trying to overly hype the young man up, but if you're the Lakers, you don't get a lot of young talent like this every draft. You got the Dalton Connect. That's going to be a player that's going to be on the Lakers for a very long time. You won that pick. Great job, Lakers. But when you got free agents like a Quincy, those players to where a lot of teams may have slept on, you got him right there. LA, make a move on Quincy, because if another team gets him, they're going to utilize him better. He's going to get playing time. If he was on the Miami Heat, the way that we develop players, I'm a Heat fan, he would be on another level. He can be like that Gabe Vincent type of player. He can be like Duncan Robinson, those players to where you find them, people don't really know about him, put him in the Miami Heat system, and he can do a lot of great things. If you're the Lakers, you got to start developing young talent like that. I know that you care about Bronny James. I know you want to make LeBron James happy and try to bring up Bronny James and develop him. Cool, you can do that, but don't forget about the other talented players like a Quincy Olivari. You got him right there. Use him. Other teams are looking at the Lakers like, if you don't sign Quincy, we will. Go ahead and just let him go. So the Lakers, man, they got about another week to make a move on Quincy. If not, man, the Lakers, they're going to be scratching their head years from now like, dang, we had Quincy. He was on our preseason team, but we didn't sign him because we wanted to make sure LeBron James was happy and continue to develop Bronny James. Again, you can do all that, but at the end of the day, you got to find a way to get Quincy on this team long term, because the Lakers, they can do all these trades, they can make all these major moves, but you got to have pieces on your team. We've seen with the Lakers in the playoffs, they're always missing 1 or 2 players. Yeah, AD and LeBron can get you to the playoffs, but what happens when AD has a bad game? What happens when LeBron has a bad game? What happens when the others don't play up to par? You need players like Quincy Olivari on your team to kind of balance out the bench roles and the rotational players. That's what he's going to be able to do best, especially early on in his career. He's young and he's hungry and he's trying to make a roster spot. So he's going to play defense. He's going to give it his all on the offensive end. He's a dual threat, but hey, LA, they only care about Bronny James. They're willing to blackball Quincy just to make LeBron James happy, just to make sure that Bronny James can play 10 to 15 minutes per game in the preseason. They're going to do everything in their power to make sure Bronny goes to the G-League, but they're going to get him out of there, because if Bronny plays bad in the G-League, you see how he's playing in the preseason, it's going to be worse for him in the G-League. So I think the Lakers are looking like, you know what, let's try to hold off on Bronny. Let's not let him go to the G-League long term, maybe a game or 2 here and there, and then we just going to let him just sit on the bench, practice with the veterans, and see what they can do with Bronny. But again, all that's great. You know what you're going to get from Bronny as far as that guaranteed contract. But again, man, Quincy, he's just going to be out that door, and other teams are going to be happy to sign him. Like, subscribe, comment. What do you think about Quincy Olivari not playing versus the Warriors? I want to know your thoughts about this. Like, subscribe, comment. Peace.